Right now at 6, THC products could be taken off shelves in Houston County. Cannabis store owners and community members react. And a Wisconsin senator is saying no to non-dairy products being labeled as milk. The Dairy Pride Act responds to recent FDA guidance.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. In Minnesota, Houston County officials are considering a temporary moratorium on the sale of THC products made from legal hemp plants. That means temporarily banning the sale so county officials can study licensing, rules, and sale management. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen explains how the community is reacting.
On Tuesday, Houston County Board Commissioners took feedback from the public on the proposed THC moratorium.
You're putting more health risk by taking this away from the community than by leaving it in place.
Most of the people who spoke were against it. Jason Redman, who owns the CBD shop in Caledonia, says he's seen a lot of success since THC products were legalized.
Yeah, they get more relief from Delta products than they seem to get from the medication that they're prescribed.
He worries that moratorium will damage his business and the local economy.
I'll either have to shut down or I will barely be able to make a living just selling CBD stuff because it's just not as popular as the Delta stuff.
Only a few community members spoke in favor of the moratorium. Susan Link, who lives in Caledonia, was one of them.
People tend to think if it's legal, it must be okay.
She said she worries adult access to THC products would set a harmful example for area kids.
We already have so many other substance abuse problems in our society that we don't need to increase the accessibility and create more dependence upon substance.
Redman argues keeping area kids in check should be up to the parents. This proposal comes as the state is working on its own plan for cannabis. Now, Minnesota Democrats pledged earlier this year that they would legalize marijuana in 2023. As introduced, the bill is nearly 250 pages, and it's a lot to get through. But within these pages are details on taxing, licensing, and even retail location.
Once it's done, once they read it, I think all their questions will be answered and all the policies and regulations will be put into place for them.
Now, if all of this goes into effect, local governments can't stop people from having the product. But if local governments are conducting studies or want to make reasonable restrictions, they'd be allowed to regulate cannabis businesses like CBD Stop until 2025. Link believes restrictions would benefit the community.
In particular, we don't want that to become the social norm.
Just up the road, Redman hopes the moratorium doesn't happen.
But I do believe that they have the option to decide for themselves what medication they'd like to take.
For now, the decision is up to the county. In Caledonia, Emily Haugen, News 8 Now.
Thanks, Emily. And the Board of Commissioners say a decision on that moratorium will come in a couple of weeks. Time to switch it up, talk some weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Graw.
Boy, check out the temperature spread across our area for today. We saw a high of 36 degrees far north up in Eau Claire, 44 in La Crosse, but look at down to the south, 52 in Prairie du Chien and 55 in Boscobel. So almost a 20-degree temperature swing from Eau Claire to Boscobel and the Wisconsin River. Cloudy skies, kind of a dreary first day of March. Kind of came in like a lion cub, I've been calling this, with the rain and snow showers last night and into this morning. And that's that little area of low pressure spinning over Eau Claire that continues to bring some very light snow showers and flurries north and east of Eau Claire. But again, these continue to move east and away from northern sections of our viewing area. 33 degrees in Eau Claire, 37 in La Crosse and Sparta. Still 42 in Boscobel. Again, those flurries far north over the next maybe hour or two, otherwise mainly cloudy. A little breezy tonight, lows in the 20s for most, but some mid to upper teens possible in our far northern communities. Boy, clouds are going to be the rule over the next 8 days on several days, and I'll let you know if anything's going to fall from those clouds with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks very much, Bill.
Okay.
Back on the news side of things, a committee studying policing in La Crosse County is getting closer to submitting recommendations to the full county board. The death of George Floyd motivated the La Crosse County Board to approve a study on policing back in November 21. Since last March, former board chairwoman Tara Johnson and local police officers, public defenders, and community members have been meeting monthly to research current practices across local departments. Johnson says the group is likely to recommend that the county form a commission to ensure policing practices countywide are fair to all groups.
The intersection between policing and marginalized populations, making sure that policing is done fairly, is done equitably, that it is transparent, that it is consistent.
But the question for that group is still, what does that commission look like? Who would be on it? And what standards would they hold county police departments to? Now, any recommendations will go first to the county board's Judiciary and Law Committee, and then after potential amendments, it would go to the full county board for approval. You can learn more about protecting your identity with a free program at La Crosse County's library system. Tomorrow at 3 of the system's branches, Jeff Kirsten from Wisconsin's Division of Trade and Consumer Protection will explain different kinds of identity theft, how to spot it, and how to prevent it. There's no registration necessary, and the program is free. The sessions will happen at Onalaska, West Salem, and Holmen public libraries. The FDA recently proposed guidance saying things like nut or soy milk can continue being called milk. U.S. lawmakers are fighting back on that, including Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin. She's helping push bipartisan legislation called the Dairy Pride Act. It would require non-dairy products made from nuts, plants, and algae to no longer be labeled with dairy terms. Baldwin says dairy farmers work hard to produce dairy products that meet standards for nutrition and quality.
These plant-based products have no such demands placed on them. And yet when you go to a dairy case, you'll see things called almond milk or soy milk or oat milk. And I think it leads to an implication that there's somehow nutritional equality there. There's not at all.
The Dairy Pride Act would require the FDA to put out guidance to enforce action on mislabeled products within 90 days. Minnesota Senator Tina Smith is a co-sponsor of that bill. Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker, Republican Robin Vos, says the state's projected $7 billion surplus shouldn't be used to fund new programs or ongoing expenses. Democratic Governor Tony Evers proposed a wide range of uses for that surplus money, including making repairs at the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium and creating a 3-month paid leave program for most workers. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu, also a Republican, says the surplus should be used for tax cuts at all income levels. Lawmakers from both parties are showing signs of finding common ground on creating more affordable housing and building electric vehicle charging stations in the next budget. But Vos says he doesn't support using state money for EV infrastructure. Meantime, the Liberal candidate for Wisconsin Supreme Court race says she would recuse herself from any case that the state Democratic Party would bring before the bench. The Dems have given Janet Protasewicz's campaign $2.5 million in the election that will decide the court's majority, creating a potential conflict of interest for the Milwaukee County judge if she were to win that April election. However, Protasewicz added she would not recuse herself from cases involving abortion or legislative redistricting, 2 issues she has been vocal about in her campaign. She says her decision would only apply to cases the Democratic Party officially tries, not cases brought by others who are supported by Democrats. Her conservative opponent, Dan Kelly, did not promise to recuse himself from cases the GOP might bring forth. The superintendent of the La Crosse School District and a community business leader will be discussing the future of education in the city tonight. Viterbo's Leader Ethics program is hosting the event, featuring Superintendent Aaron Engel and owner of Biz News Greater La Crosse, Vicki Markison. Rusty Cunningham, a former editor of the La Crosse Tribune, will moderate. It starts at 7 tonight at the Lunda Center at Western Technical College. The program is free and open to the public, and you can also watch online. Tomorrow, the Tomah Area School District is hosting a Q&A session about an operational referendum. That referendum will be on the April ballot, and it asks voters if they can exceed their revenue limit by $2.5 million to maintain school facilities and programs. Sessions start at 7 in the evening at the Robert Cupper Learning Center. Kicking a smoking habit is hard, but Wisconsin's health department just made quitting easier. The new tools to get extra support coming up next.
Don't miss out. Ashley's new lower prices are here. And get ready, the Orange event at Ashley is coming soon. For 3 days only, shop in store or online for the biggest event of the year. Or shop now with financing options for every budget, only at Ashley.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Oh, it's cold in here.
I bet Mom and Dad didn't get a maintenance check on the furnace this year. And it broke.
I bet.
That's it. I'm calling G&T.
We are G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, and we are experts at fixing your furnace. We have been in business for over 15 years and have the best service techs in the area, and friendly too.
Thanks, G&T, for your quick, fast, friendly service.
Please send Mom and Dad the bill. Call G&T.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Don't miss out. Ashley's new lower prices are here. And get ready, the Orange event at Ashley is coming soon. For 3 days only, shop in store or online for the biggest event of the year. Or shop now with financing options for every budget. Only at Ashley.
If you're thinking about quitting smoking or chewing tobacco, there's even more help to kick the habit. The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line is expanding its free services. Starting today, if you don't want to do a phone call with a quitting coach, you can text them or chat with them online. When you do reach out for help, you're talking to real people, not just a chatbot.
The great thing about the Quit Line is there are people on the other end of the line that have been there, that understand, and that can fill that gap of being there for you when you need a friend to reach out to.
If you want to text a quit coach, send READY to 34191. Wisconsin residents 13 and older can use the Quit Line. There's also a Quit Line for teens who want to quit vaping. And for a short time, adults can get one 8-week package of nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges from the Quit Line service. UW Health is celebrating 30 years of a program helping pediatric patients cope with their hospital stays. It's part of a nationwide month-long event honoring child life specialists for National Child Life Month. Now, these specialists use games, music, and other activities to help kids navigate the stress and complexity of the medical issues they face in the hospital. Specialists say it's an important program because a child's best language is play.
And we actually use real medical equipment to help explain what's going to happen to them so that when they're faced with that procedure or that medical encounter, they already know what's going to happen.
Specialists use a playroom, music therapy room, and a makeup room to help brighten patients' days. The program started with just 3 specialists 30 years ago. They're now up to 28, offering 24/7 access for hospital patients and their families. After the break, the need for blood is constant. As the Red Cross marks 80 years in existence, leaders of Wisconsin's chapters are asking everyone to make this the month you donate.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grawl. Boy, another significant storm, very wet storm. Good news for the drought-stricken Southwest, but that same storm could spread some snow into parts of the upper Midwest. I'll track that for you with my 8-day forecast up next.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Help us celebrate our anniversary with big savings. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 1 item, save 10%. Buy 2 items, save 15%. Buy 3 or more items, save 20%. The sale is good in all departments, even carpeting. The more you buy, the more you save sale. This month only at Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford SUV to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 in open trade assist on select Ford SUVs. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Are you throwing your hard-earned money down the drain? Is your bathroom old, outdated, and tough to clean? Choose your home improvement company to get the bathroom of your dreams with a lifetime warranty. Call or schedule your free estimate online and get 10% off your entire project. We're offering financing as low as 2.99% or 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Us. This isn't us. Is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other? And when our phones have turned us into this? LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
Gary knows golf.
You need to have good balance, good support.
Where to find that support?
2 words, The Good Feet Store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free arch support fitting.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The American Red Cross is marking 80 years of helping people when they need it most. March is Red Cross Month, and leaders of the organization are encouraging everyone to help celebrate the milestone by donating blood. The Red Cross recently had to cancel some donation drives, so getting more blood this month can help them keep a stable supply.
If you can donate, it really helps to make sure that that blood supply stays current, and so that when people that are having cancer treatments, or there's a difficult childbirth situation, that blood is constant so that everybody has access to it.
Now, if you don't feel well enough or you can't give blood, there are also volunteer opportunities. Kriegel says they're looking for more blood donor ambassadors and disaster action team members. For more information on volunteering and to see upcoming blood drives, just head to redcross.org. Time to switch it up, talk some weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl.
Well, it's March 1st, first day of meteorological spring. Astronomical spring doesn't start until the 20th, but as we all know, anything and everything goes during the month of March around here. In fact, much of the country can see anything and everything during this month of March. All right, February, let's wrap that in the books. It was warmer than average, wetter than average, and snowier than average. Average temperature 26.1 degrees. That's 2.8 degrees above average. Precipitation-wise, 2.19 inches. That is an even inch above average. And for snowfall, 11.5 inches. That is 1.8 above average for the month of February. March started like a lion cub. We had the light rain and snow showers, although some big flakes with some of those snow showers last night and this morning in spots, but really didn't amount to much at all for most. 44 degrees the high in La Crosse, 34 the low. Averages are 38 and 20, 62 and 28 below the records, and 3/100ths of an inch of liquid out at the La Crosse airport. Trace of snow with those big snowflakes at times. 37 degrees now, cloudy skies, 38 here at the station. Winds kind of breezy, and that's making it feel like 29. Eau Claire, 33, cloudy for you. You had just under an inch of snow up there. 29 is what it feels like, and see the shine on the roads there, so watch for some slick spots with those temperatures not far from freezing. In fact, road conditions report showing seasonal for most, but say from Rice Lake through Ladysmith and over towards Wausau, at least partially covered in terms of some snow and ice in those areas that did see a little bit of snow over the past 24 hours. Look at the temperature contrast. 8 in Bismarck, 71 in Columbus. So a pretty significant boundary sits just to our south and east. We're on the cold side of it now, primarily in the 30s, although we saw some 50s along the Wisconsin River this afternoon, and it's still 47 in Madison. Again, kind of breezy as winds kind of wrapping around that low, which sits right about here. So that's causing wind chills in the 20s to lower 30s, even some teens for wind chills farther to the west. So we're saying goodbye to this little disturbance, just some flurries or light snow showers. Rusk County would be the main threat for those, but that will continue to move away over the next couple of hours. Now here's that strong storm I'm tracking out to the west. Now most forecast models right now bring it far enough to the south and east that it's going to miss our area in terms of any snow chances, but there are a couple forecast models that have it a little closer to Chicago, so there may be some accumulating snow over southeastern parts of the state. So we'll watch that for you, especially if you have travel plans in that direction on Friday. In the meantime, that disturbance moves out this evening, taking the snow showers and flurries with it. Otherwise, more clouds and sun tomorrow. Might see a few peaks of sun if we're lucky. And then heading into Friday, again, you'll start to see the impacts of that storm system off to the south and east. Again, this particular model, SkyTracker, keeping the snow near and south and east of Chicago. But again, we'll closely track that one over the next 24 to 48 hours. So for tonight, 27, mainly cloudy, a bit breezy yet. For tomorrow, more clouds and sun, seasonable, 39 for the high. And looking ahead, 41 on Friday. I'm going to keep us dry for now. We'll watch that storm. Sprinkles or flurry chances on Saturday, not a big deal. Some later day rain and snow showers, much like we saw last night and this morning on Sunday and Monday, with highs in the low to mid 40s though, and then dry and a bit cooler heading through next week. 36 on Wednesday, closer to 30 for a high on Thursday. And there are some indications that March overall may be a bit cooler than average. That's what the Climate Prediction Center is saying, but we'll see.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill.
Okay.
Coming up in sports, the high school gymnastics state championships are this weekend, and one of Sparta's best has a chance to cap off her career as a champion. Rob has that story next.
Visit the Early Bird Home Show, going on now at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Lowest prices of the year on your 2023 project. Windows, bathrooms, and more.
No matter what kind of store you visit, no matter what kind of tobacco you ask for, it's illegal to sell tobacco products to anyone under 21. So remember to bring your ID. It will get checked. Because in Wisconsin, 21 means 21, no matter what.
It's contagious, the environment, that you want to be a part of it. And we are all motivated in different ways and make a pretty good chunk of money here too. Come check it out. I mean, our facilities and our amenities that we have are awesome. Gets me passionate again, I guess, about what I'm doing.
Phillips is hiring fence, deck, landscape leaders, and techs. Love what you do. Go to phillipsoutdoorservices.com for more information and to apply.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that? Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Extremist Dan Kelly wants abortion banned, even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. For years, Kelly was on the payroll of a radical anti-abortion group working to take away women's rights. On the court, Kelly will uphold Wisconsin's 1849 criminal abortion ban that strips women of their freedom to make personal decisions on abortion. Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's hard to find a week busier than this one for high school athletes here in the Coulee region. High school team wrestling is wrapping up this weekend. High school playoff hoops are underway. And for our high school gymnasts, it all comes down to this weekend. For the 4th straight year, one of Sparta's best has a chance to cap off her season as a state champion. Sparta's Ella Hemker is gearing up for her 4th straight trip to the state tournament. Hemker captured the gold medal as a junior last season in the vault competition. Now the senior has a chance to place in 3 different competitions this year. For Hemker, she says she's ready to go physically this weekend, but there are mixed emotions for the senior as she gets ready for her final trip.
This week has been a little stressful just because it is the 4th year that I've went, and it has also come with a lot of joy that the hard work that I've put in and the time my coaches and my family has helped me get to the gym and helped me get where I am today. It's really awesome to know that I made it to state for the 4th year. My goal for every event is to really honestly have fun and be confident in the skills that I'm competing and to have a really solid last state meet.
She's always there to help other people on the team, also help them build their skills, and when we ask, hey, can you show someone this skill, she's right there helping out.
From head coach Lucy Bennett has never been more true than this year. Sparta freshman Gabrielle Bjorkman has thrived this season as a member of the Spartans gymnastics team. That success can culminate this weekend with a state title. Bjorkman says a lot of the credit goes to her teammate.
It's really nice to have her around, and I look up to her a lot, obviously. She's really inspired me this year and overall just made me a better gymnast. My goal this weekend is probably just to have confident vaults, just be solid, and I'm really going to enjoy watching other girls and learn what I can do better.
Individual competitions kick off this Saturday for Hemker and Bjorkman in Wisconsin Rapids. And I'm no expert in gymnastics, even though I might look like one, but I was at practice earlier today, and they looked ready to go. I mean, I don't know how much that means coming from me, but they look ready. I mean, and Hemker sounded ready. She sounded confident. She's been there 3 times.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember interviewing her when she was a freshman because Sparta had done something that they'd basically almost never done before, make it to state as a team. She's so shy as a freshman, and now she's the confident senior who's been there before. Obviously a gold medal last year. She's working on that Yurchenko vault her entire high school career, and countless years before that, probably at the club level, at the youth level. So a good role model for freshman Bjorkman as well.
She credits a lot of her success this season to Hemker. Having that leadership there was probably super beneficial for her. And she sounded confident too. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of freshmen over the years, and they're a little shy, but she sounded like she's ready to go as well.
All right, we wish them the best. We wish the West Salem Co-op team the best as well at state. All right, Rob, thanks so much.
You got it.
We'll be right back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Now's the time to save on big projects. Hurry into Menards for 11% off everything. Get 11% off easy flooring updates for your home. Find your style and save 11% on Patriot Lighting. Transform your home with 11% off new Mastercraft doors. Or go even bigger and get 11% off a new kitchen. Don't miss out. There's no limit to what you can save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Still a few flurries or light snow showers north of Eau Claire this evening, otherwise mainly cloudy for the rest of us. A little breezy. Temperatures in the mid-30s now, drop to a low of about 27 in La Crosse. 39 tomorrow, 41 on Friday, and maybe some sprinkles or flurries on Saturday, some later day rain or snow showers on Sunday.
All right, thanks a lot, Bill, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 6. We hope to see you again at 10.